Jardin sur le Nil. Beautiful, beautiful fresh fragrances that are just very inoffensive. House of Sillage that also has their Whispers line that's amazing. It's 724 by MFK. It's just like really worth it if someone is into nice, fresh, clean, inoffensive. Aziz Blanche, that's very inoffensive. It's like, so I think Cristal Eau Verte is sort of a floral fragrance. You see, beautiful, expensive, inoffensive, and beautiful. Can't go wrong with Amazing Grace, what can I say? Tiffany, I think the original one remain one that is all about sophistication, light, but freshness all the way. Juliet Azogan, not a perfume, definitely has to go in the list of inoffensive fragrance. Lacoste Pour Femme. The very sporty, very clean spark one is Orange Soleil, Aqua Fiorentina. It's a beautiful floral fragrance. Tracy fragrance. Okay. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. My name is Maud Toussaint Como. Welcome back. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. This is a mod thing, so we talk about lifestyle stuff that I experience that I think is fun enough to share, and I talk about my fragrance collections, arts, and we do some travel sometimes. So today, most of you love and follow me for fragrance, so I've decided to bring you more fragrance content. And what I want to talk today about are fragrances that are inoffensive, that not going to upset anyone around you, but that are nice enough, that are not boring enough, that are interesting enough that you probably going to get compliments for them at the same time, while they're not going to offend anyone. Clearly, some people are going to be offended by anything under the sun, but seriously, I feel like these fragrances, there is something about them that's so clean that they really should appeal to any professional event, any circumstance where you are in group. But like I say, most importantly, they are not just, inoffensive because they're boring, but they're just beautiful fragrances that will get you compliment, that you literally happy to wear. The good thing is some houses just have lines of fragrances that are like that. And I would say Hermes, so I have like a discovery set here, Hermes. Their line, Jardin, okay, garden line, Jardin is garden, is really inoffensive, but also high-end smelling, so elegant, so beautiful. You have my favorite, one of my favorite is Un Jardin sur le Nil. It's part of the Hermes collection. And then you have Un Jardin sur le Toit. I just got a discovery set. Un Jardin sur le Toit, Le Jardin de Monsieur Lee, Un Jardin en Méditerranée. They have some new one now, Jardin sur la Lagune. Those are very strong. They depart a little bit from the traditional garden line. So I don't know about those new ones, but this original one, extremely beautiful, extreme compliment getter. There is nothing bad to say about these fragrances, from the Jardin line by Hermes. We have from House of Sillage their Whisper line. Like for example, this is Whispers of Time, and this is Whispers of Guidance. Almost all the House of Sillage Whispers line are designed to be really light and fresh, and seriously very inoffensive. But again, the difference between this fragrance being fresh, inoffensive, is the fact that they are also very, very elegant, very rich smelling. So sometimes one may say, oh my gosh, these are not worth the price. But if someone's style is to be understated, to be fresh, to be clean, this is really the way to go. My favorite of the Whispers line is Whispers of Guidance and Whispers of Time. I also find that MFK, Maison Francis Kurkdjian, their line of aqua, so you have Aqua Celestia, oh my gosh, you have Aqua Universalis, you have Amiris, that's also very nice, Aqua Vitae Colon Forte. This whole line of aqua by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, I obviously have a discovery set because it's so nice to travel with them. That's just very amazing. They are just all very, very amazing. The aqua line. That's the line to go if you're looking for fresh, beautiful, and expensive smelling. Now, the latest one, also by MFK, I have a full bottle of it, 724. It's also amazingly fresh, like clean laundry clean, but not any old laundry, otherwise we would just put, you know, the fabric softener on us as fragrance. So that's not what we're doing. So this line, this latest one that by MFK, it's just like really worth it if someone is into nice, fresh, clean, inoffensive fragrance, but that's also lasting and that's compliment getter and that's super expensive smelling. 724 MFK. I also thought that Byredo, one of the freshest that Byredo has is Blanche. That's very inoffensive. It's like soap, but in the best way possible. Clean, fresh laundry like cleanliness, but not in a screechy, artificial kind of smelling way. Just like very, very beautiful. Blanche, I think, is one of them. There you go. From Chanel, I think there's two from Chanel that I find inoffensive and clean and fresh. One is a little bit less expensive. The other one is from the exclusive line. I think Cristal Eau Verte is very fresh, inoffensive, has some citrus to it. And we have to be careful about citrus. Just because something is citrus doesn't mean it's necessarily fresh. Some citrus are annoyingly, they literally smell like cleaning product, you know, like Lysol or something. That's not what we're talking about here. You know, we're talking about a citrus that's beautiful, that has a little moss in it, that has a little beautiful thing going on with it, you know, that just exude freshness, cleanliness, expensiveness. So I think Cristal Eau Verte. And from the exclusive line, I have found that Beige is sort of a floral fragrance that inoffensive, which is very hard to find a fragrance that's super dressy. Everything else you feel like you can wear them with just your jeans and white shirt. But I find Beige is one of those expensive fragrances that you can have a wedding, a summer wedding, and you could wear it and it would take you to that level of sophistication and elegance. One of my favorite from the Gucci line is that green one. Not too many people talk about it. It's Acqua di Fiori. I just really love this. It's this fresh, clean, greenish type of fragrance, but sometimes green fragrances can feel masculine or can feel a little bit too harsh. But this one is a soft green fragrance that's very, very beautiful, inoffensive and beautiful. I also think Amazing Grace, you can go wrong. So all of these fragrances either have some form of citrus or grapefruit, kind of citrusy to them, or sort of cleaning, kind of soapy, without being powdery to them. Okay, so this one is another nice freshy one that smells very elegant and it's just super, super beautiful. Amazing Grace. And I have several bottles of it because, like, you can't go wrong with Amazing Grace. What can I say? It's always going to be one of the most beautiful in the whole line of by Philosophy, Amazing Grace. And by Tiffany, I think the original one remain one that is all about sophistication, light, just like a beautiful crystal jewelry that you would wear. Very sparkly, very feminine, very light, very fresh. A little bit of moss to it, but the freshness just is still there. So Tiffany, this one is not really known. It's by Molecule. It's called the Beautiful Mind Series Volume 2, Precision and Grace. The idea is to be powerful, but at the same time, be very graceful. So it's all about nice impact, but freshness all the way. So it's like Grace under fire. It's just such a beautiful fragrance. There isn't anything else to say. It's one of those other inoffensive, extremely long lasting, extremely high impact, extremely sophisticated fragrance. And then of course we have Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. It's a nice layering fragrance, but when you wear it by itself also, it's undeniably fresh. One cannot deny that. For some people, they may think, what is that? Is that a joke? They may not be able to smell it, but other people are smelling it on you and other people are complimenting you on it. Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume definitely has to go in the list of inoffensive fragrances, but that also give you an impact that smell like you're a very clean babe or guy. One that's a little bit of fun, very, very, very fresh and clean, it's Lacoste Pour Femme. It can go hand in hand with any of those more expensive MFK in terms of length, being clean and nice and sophisticated, yet it's cheaper. Lacoste Pour Femme. Another one that's not known, but that I have found, as you can see, I even have a dent in it. And it's by Gérard Monet, Le Parfum La Vague, which means vague. So it's meant to be very sporty, very clean, sparkly, and fresh. La Vague. Of course, the Aqua Allegoria line has many of them that's very fresh. I think one of the freshest one is Orange Soleil. As you can see, most of those freshies one tend to have a huge dent, and I probably would finish them because you can put as much as you want. This one is like very citrusy, but it's sort of a bitter orange citrusy, and that has some complexity to it. So it's very neat. Last but not least, I think the Aqua by Creed, Aqua Fiorentina. It's a beautiful floral fragrance, but that is so fresh that it could be more or less inoffensive to most people. So that's it. So these are the list of fragrances that I thought of sharing with you, that if you should come across and you are looking for things that are inoffensive but that are not going to be boring, that's going to really convey freshness in the highest level of richness and sophistication, this is my list of fragrances. I didn't put them in any order, but here's what you need to remember. You have a certain type that's very sort of detergent like, okay? That's going to be something like Blanche and Juliette Has a Gun, okay? And those are going to be sort of the most soapy you can get in terms of fragrances. To some extent, A Beautiful Mind is also in the same molecular soapy type of tradition as well. Okay? And then you're going to have fragrances that are relatively, that have some citrus, but the citrus is not too harsh, and it's going to be very elegant. So it's going to be things like House of Sillage. It's going to be things like your MFK Aqua line. Yeah, so that's the idea. And it's going to, you also have a category of things that are inoffensive that's going to be more on the green side. So you have soapy, you have a little bit citrusy, and then you have a little bit of the green ones that are, but a green that's soft enough. That's going to be something like your Aqua di Fiori. Oh, I don't think I mentioned the Versace. That's going to be a little bit beachy. So maybe your bonus. So the Versace Gillian Turquoise are found to be a very inoffensive and beautiful citrusy fragrance. So there you have it. That's my list. Hope you enjoyed the list of inoffensive and high impact sophisticated fragrances. Until next time, bye.